first graders, or 1HG. Happy Monday. Today I am going to read you chapter 4 from JBJ Cheater Pants with permission from Scholastic. Chapter 4, Cheater Pants. It's still Dumb Monday, dear first grade journal. Right now it's recess. I am not playing on the playground. Instead, I'm sitting at my desk and I'm waiting to get yelled at. I wish I could disappear into thin air. If I could disappear, I would run outside and I would find May and I would clunk her on the head. I wish I didn't even sit next to that girl, because people should never leave homework on their desk for other people to borrow. That's just asking for trouble. Mister, from Junie B, first grader. Mr. Scary was writing at his desk. He looked up and called my name. Junie B, he said, I'm ready for you now. Could you please bring your chair up here, please? My stomach flipped and flopped. 'Cause here came the yelling part, that's why. I did some deep breaths, then I pulled my chair to the front of the room, and I sat down next to him. Mr. Scary took my homework paper out of his drawer. He set it in front of me very serious. I want you to explain this, Junie B, he said. I want you to tell me exactly why you copied May's homework this morning. I tried to swallow, but nothing went down. Well, let's see. The reason I copied was... I tapped on my chin very softly. Then, all of a sudden, I thought of it. Daddy, I said. It's my daddy's fault. My teacher looked surprised at that answer. Your daddy, he said? Your daddy told you to copy May's homework? Yes. I said, no. Last night I wanted to stay up late to do my homework, but Daddy turned out my light, and so he is the reason that I had to come to school without it. Oh, I see, said my teacher. Your daddy wouldn't let you stay up, so that's what forced you to copy May's paper. I nodded real fast. Yes, I said, that's exactly it. Mr. Scary raised his eyebrows. So did May actually give you her paper to copy, he asked. I rolled my eyes to that crazy question. Oh, silly. May would never be that nice, I said. It's just that this morning she kept on bragging about how her homework is always an A+, and then she left the paper on top of her desk when she went to the office, and that is just asking for trouble, mister. Mr. Scary leaned back in his chair. Ah, he said. So when May left for the office, you saw her paper and you just decided to borrow it, I said. I decided to borrow it and copy it. My teacher did a frown. Borrow? He said, no, Junie B, I'm sorry, but borrow is not the right word here at all. When you copy someone else's paper, that is called cheating. My eyes got big and shocked at that word, because what was he even talking about? No, Mr. Scary, no, I didn't cheat. I didn't, I said. Cheating is when you steal answers off someone's test, but homework isn't a test. Homework doesn't even count hardly. Oh, but homework does count, Junie B, he said back. Cheating is not just about stealing test answers. Cheating is any time you take someone else's work and you present it as your own. He looked at me. When you cheated this morning, you broke my trust in you, Junie B, he said. We have a rule about this in room 1. And here's the picture. We keep our eyes on our own papers. You've heard me say that 100 times, I bet. I felt surprised at that information. That's a rule, I said. No kidding? I always thought that was, well, just a suggestion. Mr. Scary rolled his eyes. No, Junie B, it's not a suggestion. It's definitely a rule, he said. And it's an important rule, too. I drummed my fingers on the desk. Well, I'll be darned, I said. After a while, I did a deep breath. I'm sorry, I said real soft. Mr. Scary smiled a little bit. I'm sorry, too, Junie B, he said. But at least now I think we understand each other better. I will not put up with cheaters in my classroom. I did a wince. That's when you go like this. Like, ooh. Yeah, only I wish you wouldn't keep saying that cheater word, I said, because I I didn't even know I was cheating, hardly. Plus, I don't like cheaters either, Mr. Scary. On account of my dad cheated on me at Old Maid last week, and I'm still not over that terrible experience. Mr. Scary wrinkled his eyebrows. Your dad cheated, he said. I did a sigh, yes. I said, Daddy raised the Old Maid way high in his hand so I would pick her, and then I did, and so what kind of sneaky trick was that? Mr. Scary covered his mouth. He was shocked, I believe. I leaned closer to him. And Daddy's not the only cheater pants in the family. Either, I said quietly. On the account of my grandpa Frank Miller is supposed to be on a diet, but yesterday my grandma found an empty pie pan in his closet, and all that was left was a little bit of crust and a plastic fork. I thought for a second. No wonder I cheated, I said. Cheating's in my blood, apparently. Mr. Scary did a chuckle. Well, nobody's perfect, he said. Everyone cheats on a diet once in a while, I think, but cheating at school is a very different matter, Junie B. Cheating in school is serious business. Are we clear on that now? I nodded real fast. Clear, I said. After that, we both shook hands, and Mr. Scary carried my chair back to my desk. After I sat down, he took an envelope out of his pocket and he handed it to me. Chase.
I will invite Lou.
Sorry, Chase is talking to his friends on the video games. Chase. I wrote a note to your parents explaining what happened this morning, he said. I would like them to read it and sign it, okay? You can bring it back to me in the morning. I did a gasp at that thing. No, Mr. Scary, not okay, I said. Please don't make me take a note home. Please, I really, really don't want to take a note home. Mr. Scary thought for a second, then he took the note back. Well, okay, he said. If you feel that strongly, I won't make you take it. He started walking back to his desk. I'll just call them tonight instead, he said. I did a loud groan, because what kind of dumb choice is that? I stomped to his desk and I grabbed back the note. Then I stuffed it into my backpack and I sat down at my desk and I wrote in my journal one more time. Mr. Scary is a tattletale. Okay, that's it for chapter 4 and for today. Tomorrow's chapter 5 and it's called The Note. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye.